The SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Chapter 16, the last chapter. A few hours later, things were back to normal in Bikini Bottom, more or less. Plankton was locked up in a police truck heading for a special place, the institution for the criminally tiny. He was clinging to the bars of the truck, trying to talk himself out of trouble. "Oh, come on," Plankton said. "I was just kidding. Come on, you knew that, didn't you? With the helmets and the big monument. Wasn't that hilarious, everybody?" SpongeBob, Patrick, and Princess Mindy watched as the truck drove away. "I'll get even with all of you!" Plankton yelled. And then he was gone, like a bad scoop of ice cream in the hot summer sun. Inside the wrecked Krusty Krab 2, Neptune was waiting for them. "Well, Mindy," the king said, "I have to admit, you were right. Your compassion for these sea creatures proved a most admirable trait. Without it, I would never again have seen my beloved crown." He smiled down at his daughter. "Now let's go home." "Daddy, haven't you forgotten something?" asked Mindy. "What? Oh, yes," Neptune said. "Eugene Krabs, I unfreeze you." He fired his trident and Mr. Krabs was unfrozen and was turned into a fat little boy. "Whoops," Neptune cried. "I guess I had it set to real boy ending." Embarrassed, Neptune fiddled with his trident. Then he fired again. "Yipes!" yelled Mr. Krabs, and just like that, he was back to his old self. "I'm sorry for falsely freezing you, Krabs," said Neptune. "And may I say, sir, that you are very lucky to have in your employ such a brave, faithful, and heroic young lad." SpongeBob beamed with pride. King Neptune prodded Krabs with his trident. "Go to him now," said the monarch of the sea. "Embrace the lad." "SpongeBob, me boy," said Mr. Krabs. "I'm sorry I ever doubted you. That's a mistake I won't ever make again."
"Aw, Mr. Krabs, you old soft serve,"
said SpongeBob, blushing. "And now, SpongeBob, I'm going to do something that I should have done 6 days ago. Mr. Squidward, front and center, please," ordered Mr. Krabs. "I think we all know who deserves to rightfully wear that manager pin." "I couldn't agree with you more, sir," said Squidward, forcing a smile as he reluctantly removed his pin. The residents of Bikini Bottom burst into cheer. "Hooray for SpongeBob!" "Yay!"
"Wait a second, everybody,"
said SpongeBob in a serious tone. "I think I know what it is," said Squidward. "After going on your life-changing journey, you now realize you don't want what you thought you wanted." Squidward put an arm on SpongeBob's shoulder and continued. "What you really wanted was inside you all along."
"Are you crazy?"
cried SpongeBob, snatching the pen from Squidward. "I was just going to tell you that your fly is down." SpongeBob put on the pen, and with a huge grin, he cried out, "Manager, this is the greatest day of my